Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is this spring inspired, really easy, quick makeup tutorial. It's really fresh and it takes less than 10 minutes to do. Starting off with a clean face, I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. The great thing about this water is it doesn't contain any alcohol, silicone or oil. As this is a spring look, I want it to be nice and light, so I've decided I'm going to use MAC's Face and Body Foundation, and I'm mixing two shades together to get the colour I want. I am going ever so slightly darker as I've been a little bit drained this week, so I'm feeling a little bit pale. I've got a few breakouts, so adding some colour will help me to look a little less tired and less drained. I'm working the foundation in with a Duo Fibre Brush, and because this is quite a sheer coverage foundation, I'm layering it twice just to get a little bit of extra coverage, but nothing too full on. If you're not too familiar with MAC Face and Body Foundation, it is very sheer, but it's very buildable, so you can really up that coverage. Next I'm taking concealer, and I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. I'm applying that underneath my eyes, but I'm not going too bright as I really do want to keep a bit of colour to my face. The purpose of this is just to add a bit more coverage underneath the eyes and make you look a little bit more flawless. This concealer is really nice and lightweight. It still gives you the coverage, which is good, so it's ideal for spring, as you don't want to be plastering the makeup on, you want that nice fresh skin for the spring season. Here I'm just taking one ply tissue and pressing that underneath my concealer, and that's going to absorb any oils and prevent creasing. Now to cover blemishes, I am going to take a little bit more of a heavy duty concealer, and this one is the Amazing Concealer, and I'm using a small brush to apply that over the areas that I've got blemishes and just conceal any redness. To keep everything in place and to just give a bit more of a luminous glow to my skin, I'm using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural. Again, I want to keep everything light. I don't want my skin to look powdery, so I'm applying that with a Duo Fibre Brush. So this powder has been baked, it's mineralised, so it will have that slight glow to it, but you don't have to worry. It's not like a luminescence glow like a highlighter, it's actually a matte finish, but you have to see the powder to know what I mean when I said it's got a slight glow to it. It's perfect to set foundation if you want that nice light appearance to your skin and not that cakey look. I've done my brows hundreds of times in tutorials. I've even got a tutorial dedicated to brows, so I'm just going to whiz through this. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown, and I'm just following my natural shape, filling in any sparse areas. For spring it's all about that nice fresh appearance, so keep everything nice, light and natural. Don't forget, once you've gone over it with your pencil, to go back over it with your spoolie brush just to soften everything. I'm applying a small amount of Nars Smudgeproof eyeshadow primer, and I'm using my fingers to work that into the skin. Next I'm taking this Laval Starry Eyes pigment in number 6. This is like a peachy salmon shade, and it's got a really pretty shimmer to it, and I'm applying that to the mobile eyelid with a flat shader brush. The one I'm using is by MAC, this is the 239 brush. Don't forget, all the links to these products will be in the description bar. Next I'm taking this Gold Iridescent Fine Glitter Dust by Barry M, and using my ring finger I'm pressing a small amount of that on the centre of the mobile eyelid. This creates a focal point. It naturally draws your eye to the centre of your lid. This is because it reflects light, and in turn it's going to make your eyelid look bigger and slightly rounder. With what's left on my finger, I'm applying that to the inner corners of my eyes, again adding a nice subtle highlight to this area, making the eyes look a little bit more bright and open. Next I'm taking another Laval pigment in 03. This is a subtle shimmery brown shade, and on a pencil brush I'm applying this to the mobile eyelid on the outer corner. Because it is shimmery, I'm not going to use it as a contour colour, it's just going to be used to round off the corners of my eyes and just create a bit of dimension. This part is obviously completely optional. If you want to keep it really nice and fresh, then you can just leave the brown off. I'm also applying that underneath the lower lash line, connecting it to the top lid. Starting on the outer half of the top lash line, I'm applying a small amount of the Sigma Beauty Line Ace liquid liner in Monogram, which is brown. And I'm only keeping it to the outer half of the eye with a small flick to accentuate the eyes and just make the lash line look a little bit fuller. Using a brown shade as an alternative for a black liquid liner is a lot softer for a daytime look, and it's definitely more suited to these eyeshadow colours. Next I'm applying my Marc Jacobs mascara in Velvet Noir. So as you know, I've been using this one for a little while now and I'm really loving it. Originally I only thought I could get it in the US, I didn't think I could get it in the UK, and I discovered I can, which is great. But it led me to look for websites where I could buy from the US for products that I can't get in the UK, and I have found a brilliant website which I'm going to do a video on soon. So now I've done my top lashes, I'm going to move on to my waterline. I'm applying the Inner Rim eyeliner by Tarte Cosmetics. And as my eyes have been feeling really tired and looking really tired, this is just going to help them look a little bit brighter and make them look a little bit wider. Using the same Marc Jacobs mascara, I'm applying that to my lower lashes. To add a bit more of a healthy glow to my face, I'm using my Benefit Hoola, and I'm using a Duo Fibre Brush just to work that over the face on the high points where the sun would hit. I'm using the Duo Fibre because it's going to apply less product. I'm using Illamasqua's blush in Lover, which is a nice peachy shade. I'm not going to be using any contour for this look. As I said, it's a nice fresh spring look, so we're just going to go with the blush. I'm applying on the back half of the cheek upwards, which is going to give the face a nice bright lift to it, and as you can see, I'm already looking a lot less tired and a lot more fresh and alert. I'm going to add a little bit of a glow to the skin. I'm using my Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. I'm going to add this just to the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose. Also a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones and a small amount on the top of my Cupid's bow. I'm applying this with my finger because it blends in nicely. For lips, I'm using this lipstick by MAC, and this one is in Sweet and Sour. This colour is absolutely beautiful for spring. It suits loads of skin tones. Straight from the tube, it can be quite pastel-y in colour, but if you blend it in with your finger, it's a lot more subtle. I'm just going in with a hint of Boldly Bare lip liner just around the outside of my lips to shape them a little bit more. These two colours on the lip look beautiful when you're wearing just black liner and lashes. Over that, I'm just making them nice and glossy with Christian Dior Clear Lip Gloss. And lastly, I'm applying some corner lashes by Velour, and these ones are called Extra Oomph. Don't forget you can get 15% off of Velour lashes if you use the code Shonagh at the checkout. And that completes my beautiful spring look. Hope you guys all enjoyed my makeup tutorial. As you saw, you can wear this look totally without any lashes. I just put the ends on because they give a little bit of a lift to the eye, which I think is very flattering. The eye makeup would look fine if you just want a little bit of balm on your lips. You don't have to put lipstick on, or even just a little bit of gloss. It's completely up to you. I actually never wear face and body foundation, and I thought I'd give it another go. I never really get on with it. If you've got oily skin, MAC Face and Body isn't the best foundation for you to use, but if you set it, you can still get quite a nice finish. If you use it, what are your thoughts? Let me know whether you like it or not. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you're on mobile, just click down and the subscribe button is there. It's free to do so, so why not? If you missed my previous tutorials, I will link them in the description bar, but also on screen for you now. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and they're all at ShowMe Makeup. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!